know the Monarch butterflies are orange, but I'm not going to be using an orange pigment. I'm going to mix it using my Car Yellow, Quinacridone Rose, and Quinacridone Red, and then some Lemon Yellow I add later to brighten it up. So it gives, when you mix your own oranges, you get more of a variation, which is nice. Some, you know, it's not just a flat orange. So I start by laying in the first layer of the yellow, Car Yellow. Just a kind of a light glow. And then let that dry. Okay, so I mixed up a little bit of the yellow and the Quin Rose and just drop that in. There's just a little spot or two over here. Kind of want it to bleed out towards the edges a little bit. Lighten it up on some of the parts. Try to keep it a little translucent so it's not so heavy, opaque looking, because her wings are kind of that way. So let that dry again, and then I'll go over it again to build up a little stronger values. Okay, now I'm going to go do the body part. Wet it down. And I'm going to put a little bit of cobalt blue in there. And this is Payne's Gray. Just let it mingle in there together. And I have to let it dry a little bit, but I'm going to add a little bit of Indian Throne Blue in there too, on the shadow side. Okay, let that dry. And for the wings, on the edges, putting water first here, and I want it to bleed up into the orange part. Starting out with the Payne's Gray, I'm going to use a smaller brush. Now I did mask out a lot of the white little dots. I didn't want to go around them, and it's just faster doing with the masking. But some spots I kind of forgot or missed, so I'm gonna have to go around them. But they're a little bit bigger too. I'm looking at my photo I took of my butterflies that I raised. I raised 8 of these inside and watched them grow and, well, turn into their chrysalises and then fly out. So it's really a fun experience. So I've been painting them. So I've been doing the little veins here. And this is a male monarch where their veins are thinner and they have these little black dots. The females have thicker veins. This one over here is a male. So I'm gonna go in very lightly, do the male's veins. One coming down in here. And I think I missed this one down here. So I'm going to go over this again and put a little bit darker tones in there in the body and the edges of the wings. And then after I do the flowers around here, I'll come back and put in the antennas and any other little details. I pretty much, well, his legs aren't showing in this one, so I don't have to do that. So, and then their eyes too are on the sides here. So that's basically how I've been doing these butterflies. And then I'll take the masking, I'll do that on this one. Take the masking off. And then kind of go over, make blend them in a little bit so they're not quite as white and hard looking. So that's basically how I do them. So I finished my butterflies, and you can see without using an orange pigment, but blending the yellows, rose, and red to make orange gives it a more interesting values to it, so I can have more oranges or yellows. As you can see, underneath the wings are a little bit lighter and yellower, so kind of different variations of the butterflies. And so now I'm going to go over the whole thing with using my walnut ink and calligraphy pen that I've used. And I did that with this painting here. And it's just kind of a more simple illustration, and I might be using it into greeting cards, so it's more of a simplified look. So I'm gonna go around and do that here and with the lettering together. Here's the finished painting, and I created another video of the monarchs that I raised inside during the summer. It's really interesting to watch how they grew from a little tiny egg and coming out of their chrysalises and flying out. So I'll put a link here if you want to watch that. And thank you again for watching.